So guys, Wike's political future appears to have ended. You can see that Wike's political future has been grounded as court refrains the pro-Wike lawmakers from parading themselves as legislators. Nigerians, Wike's last stronghold has been dismantled. You know, this is the only strength Wike is having at the moment in Rivers State. I mean, those 24 lawmakers, that is the source of his energy, because he knows that he can use them to do Fubara, anything he wants to do to Fubara. And as it stands now, the court has told those lawmakers to stop parading themselves as legislators. Nigerians, these people, their political future, together with that of Wike, is hanging on the balance. Honestly, and you know what? Fubara has gotten more strength. Fubara immediately issued an executive order for the relocation of Rivers House of Assembly to start sitting in Government House. No more using the unknown venue that these lawmakers have been using. So Fubara now has, you know, that strong power to ask them to return the sitting of, you know, the House of Assembly now in Government House. And do you know what? A pro-Fubara man is now the speaker. So the tension is about to end, but Wike is sinking. Honestly, let me just allow you to take a look at this.
The Rivers crisis deepens as court restrains Amawule, 25 others, from parading as assembly members. There are 3 riders, you know, giving life to this story. First, security personnel take over assembly quarters. Fubara issues executive order for temporary relocation of assembly sitting to Government House.
It's either one is ignorant or the person is running away from the truth because of politics. Nigeria has to grow. Our country has a bad name outside because of corruption. Corruption, if you even give advantage to somebody, it doesn't mean collecting money alone. It's a corrupt practice. These things are not good. They should know. It's very clear from even what I've adumbrated here. So long as they have left this remainder, it is from them you choose a speaker for that day. And that's it.
In other words, what the president did, because I'm sure you're following developments where the president tried to give some form of a political solution to all of this, that doesn't subsist in the face of what the constitutional provision has stated.
No, in the first place, if the president comes in as a father, no matter who is wrong in the family, and the father comes in and says, come, let's make peace. If the parties accept the peace, fine. But if in the course of implementation of that peace accord, some of them also derail, he's run back to the law. So what the president did, I also had some people saying the president was right or wrong, rather. That's very unfortunate. It is even commendable that our president had time to think about bringing peace in his family. It's commendable, and I commend President Tinubu for doing that. And I had thought, for me, that the 2 parties would have taken advantage of that privilege to maintain peace in Rivers State and save the Rivers people and save the image of Nigeria.
You know, listening to you, Professor Agbazure, it looks so simple and easy, and one worries because some of the key characters in this are lawyers. The FCT minister is a lawyer. A lot of people across the political divide are lawyers like yourself. In pushing forward to a resolution, even though the court has spoken now, say that, look, your seats are vacant, how do we push ahead with this in a very legal and peaceful manner? Even
within our jurisprudence, we have provision for what we call alternative dispute resolution.
ADR.
ADR, which is part of what the Mr. President did. So even as it is now, if the parties agree before the court or any court and say, look, we want to go and make peace, the courts are there. It's even part of our rules. Every rule in Nigeria, or every rule of court. So it's even easier for the courts. They like it. Sometimes the courts will even say, after that your peace accord, sign it and bring it, let us adopt it. That's our judgment. It happens. So they should give the Rivers people peace. And I was also surprised. Some people were saying, why did the governor go to visit, go to the premises? I don't even know that man. I don't even know Wike. Ironically, 2 of them don't know me. But I think Nigeria should be placed first. Whoever was also saying that was also playing politics. Pursuant to the Land Use Act, every land is owned by the governor. You should know that. Number two, being chief executive of his state, even the speaker can visit anywhere. So they should go and sort themselves out and of course, allow the truth to stand. And let me also say this, it's important I say it.
Then, quickly, Chair.
You see, look, the stratagem of 27 of them living at the same time is what they are suffering. They didn't calculate well. They are suffering it. And it will haunt them. If our judiciary wants to stand on the truth, which I know as they move on, Supreme Court won't allow this kind of nonsense. No. They made a mistake. Since they were on a different side, they wanted to do something. 27 of them shouldn't have left at the same time. It was a wrong stratagem. And they are suffering it.
Having evaluated the people-oriented leadership style of the governor, which is centered on rivers first, and the growth, development of our dear state, we, the youths of River State, hereby pass absolute vote of confidence on His Excellency Sir Siminalayi Fubara, GSSRS.
They congratulate Victor Oko-Jumbo and others for emerging as principal officers of the pro-Fubara lawmakers.
We congratulate Right Honorable Victor Oko-Jumbo and Honorable Sokari, good boy Sokari, for emerging Speaker and leader of the River State House of Assembly, respectively. This is a welcome development in the journey to liberate River State from the bondage of one emperor.
As the face-off between Governor Fubara and his predecessor, Yesa Wike, continues to unfold, all eyes are on River State, with hopes that dialogue and diplomacy will prevail at the end of the day, and the state will not be thrown into any form of anarchy.
So guys, you have seen it. Wike is supposed to have benefited from Fubara. You can imagine if Wike had humbled himself and worked with Fubara. Looking at Fubara, Fubara is just an easygoing man, you know. He can easily influence this Fubara very well if he had not used violence and all this. Wike would have benefited, you know, all those godfatherism benefits that they are looking for. He would have gotten a ton of it from Fubara. But you can see how Wike has just messed himself up. So sometimes this flexing of muscle to be a superman does not help anybody. When you humble yourself, you tend to get more benefit. It tends to benefit you the better. So you can imagine how Wike started very strong and now he's ending very weak. So now that the court has ruled telling these lawmakers to stop parading themselves as state lawmakers, you can imagine what that means for Wike and others. So guys, these are some of the things we keep saying, that these politicians, they don't care about the people. They are just there for their own personal interest. I'm just wondering what Tinubu would have promised Wike that made him to go this all out, you know, with all force, to force Fubara to hand River State to the APC, because that's just the agenda. So I'm just like wondering, what is it that Tinubu must have promised Wike, that Wike wants River State to be under the APC at all costs? Because that is just what the interpretation of all what has been happening in this state is all about. So, but you can see how God will just keep disgracing them, as in disgracing them, because Nigeria must survive. We cannot allow these people who are old, who know that, you know, they don't have long time again on this earth, as in some of them don't have 50 years on this planet earth, and they are spoiling the future of young Nigerians under 20s, under 30s, under 40s, who are still trying to, you know, take their stance in this country. These people are there frustrating them. So guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Thank you.